My husband used to take tickets on the corner. Then we had, like, when it became legal, I had a license, and I used to take tickets on the corner. And 1961, I think it became legal. We used to have a shop in Boot Street. And there was nothing like this then. It was just, you'd have a board marker. And originally people weren't allowed to stay in the shops then to bet. That went on. Then they pulled buildings down, and then I had a shop in Boot Street. That's where, and I went on, and then we sold the shop in Boot Street to Ladbrokes.
Right, okay. So you mentioned a bit about it turning legal. So before it became illegal, how was the relationship between gambling and the police, and did you...
Oh, they used to come and pick you up every so often, yeah.
You got any...
I got caught, and I had big headlines, Booty and the Bets, yes. That was many years ago.
Did you get any kind of penalty for that?
I think I got fined £5, I think it was, yeah.
So, I mean, were the punishments sort of just to kind of, more of a warning, or were they more serious?
Well, I think it was just more or less that you get fined, and that was it, really.
So, and you said you had a shop and used to take tickets. Was taking the tickets on the street corners?
On the street corners, really, yeah.
And how many people used to gather? Was it quite a big group?
Oh, you know, it was a budding area then. There was a lot of gambling around them. There was the seamen, you know, so they always bet when they come home. So you'd have quite a lot of people, you know, when they...
Do you think that it was good for the community in the sense that there were so many people?
Oh yes, they used to enjoy it. I mean, they'd have these sixpence each ways on the National, and you know, and all that sort of thing, you know.
So obviously there's been all the redevelopment.
Yeah.
How do you think that's affected?
I think so. I think it's just everything, not only gambling. I mean, it was more of a community then with all the houses than it is now. You know, they were all close-knit, really. They were.
But not now.
No. Things have changed, haven't they? Yeah. You're afraid to, I mean, years ago you'd leave your door open and you wouldn't think about it, I think, because everybody was in the same position, really, then. You know? Now you don't leave your doors open now, do you?
Obviously there was all like the gambling in the street corners. Was there any kind of violence?
No, I don't think so. No.
Because we spoke to a couple of gentlemen, they said that...
Pardon?
We spoke to a couple of gentlemen, they said that someone got shot because of a dice game.
Oh, that was a dice game, yes. It was my brother-in-law saved the fella, really. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I wasn't here really then, you know. I think I was ill, I was home. So I don't really remember too much about it.
Why was the guy in trouble?
I think it was more like not a community, like the same nation, same nationalities. That's what it was more or less over. It is. I think it was more, not over the dice or anything. I just think it was, you know, it was between them.
How did your brother-in-law save him?
No, I can't remember.
I just wanted to ask you a bit about women gambling. We spoke to quite a lot of men who gamble.
Oh, I don't think there was... some women would put their bets on and, you know, that's it. Not that many, I don't think. It was mostly the men, really.
And how was the attitude towards women then? Because a lot of people said that women felt really safe walking around.
Oh, it was. You wouldn't think any... I mean, I'd walk down Booty and I wouldn't even think anything about anything. I mean, they're totally different times than it is now, isn't it? You know, you do this stabbing and all this nonsense. I mean, you'd have fights. That goes on everywhere. Somebody have a knockout and that would be it, sort of thing, wouldn't it? Not like it is today.
How do you think like the attitudes towards gambling have changed, obviously, over the last 50 years?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just the same, really.
Do you think it's more acceptable? Or?
Oh, it is definitely more acceptable because, I mean, it's legal. There's different premises, nicer premises and everything like that now than it is. And we had nothing like these, the screens and commentaries or anything like that. You'd have a commentary but you wouldn't see the horses running or anything like that. Half the time you'd be giving your own commentaries out, like, you know.
Did you give any commentaries?
Well, we used to be on the phone and give commentaries and that. Yes.
So everything that's like horses, but what other games did they play? So like pitch and toss and...
Yes, not so much pitch and toss down this area. I think it was more down Grangetown. They used to have a place over there and they played pitch and toss, and they played Pharaoh with a card game and all that nonsense. It is.
What was your favourite?
I never used to be involved in that, no.
Just take tickets.
Yeah, no. It was mostly the men would be involved in that, not women, you know. Yeah.
How did those kind of games work? How did pitch and toss actually work?
Well, you'd have two coins, you go up like that, you throw them up, and if you say you've got to bet on heads or something like that.